All right, we'd like to welcome everybody out to beautiful Jim King Park right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you so much for those that came out and for those that are watching on our social network pages. Thank you so much. My name is Pat Malone, and I'll be your host today and tomorrow. Folks, this is the Frog Togs Elite Redfish Tournament Series presented by Tidewater Boats, Yamaha Outboards, and McLean Trailers, and a host of other fine sponsors. This two-day event is known as the Jacksonville Jump, and this week is presented by Visit Jacksonville. Again, we'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot on the line, a lot of good anglers here. And we're getting ready for our first team. If I can get a boat number, boat 10. We're getting ready for boat number 10. They're coming up. Fantastic. Welcome to the stage, brother. Thank you so much. Hey, welcome. Y'all can put your hands together for them. We've got it tiered to include the bag. Let's leave them in the bag, set them on the scale. Here we go. Your first team of the day, 2 fish, 2 alive. Read your scale, get you locked in at 896. 896, no great big ones in there, but 2 fish on day 1. That's your first goal.
Yes, sir. The only 2 we got. We saw plenty of them out there, but couldn't get them to eat.
Could you control the boat and even stay on top of them, or was it just blowing you? These things are blowing 25, 30 miles an hour out there.
Yeah, we had a hard time keeping the boat under control, casting the lures. Everything was really difficult.
All right, well, let's do this. We've got your weight locked in. Let's get them out. Good shot. Y'all put your hands together for your first team of the day. R.J. McDermott and Jeff Markham.
That bigger fish, sight fish, he was coming down the bank. Thought he was bigger than he was. He was thin. He's probably 25 and a half. Could have been a little fatter. We were all over the right fish. Just couldn't get him to eat.
But this weather has really changed. I mean, dramatically in a couple of days. That's got to throw the fish off somewhat.
Oh, absolutely. This wind is terrible, man. I mean, you're looking for calm conditions, flat, low tide, and we had the complete opposite. So.
Yeah, somebody told me you had about 2.5 hours to fish as the tide was coming out this morning, and it was like about 9 o'clock, 9:30, it's going to be all over. Do you want to say hi to somebody watching at home, thank a sponsor maybe?
Thank my wife for letting me do this and putting up with my doing this. Thank Rely on Batteries. They always help me out in a pinch. Those batteries are great. I run them all day, run them in this wind. They'll run for, I don't need to charge them. I go home, fish for 4 or 5 days without having to charge them.
Grade 1 site and utility, Charlie Pace.
All right, that's guy. I thought you was going to give him a shout out or something. You kind of left us all hanging.
He's not here, but,
know, but
he'll see this later on. I'll give him a shout out.
All right, guys, we'll see you again in the morning. We'll see you a little bit later this afternoon. Thank you so much. In the lead, your first team of the day right there. Huh? Boat number 14. We could call your team numbers, and it sound like a whole lot more boats. Boat team number 62. Yeah, they do that out there. They do that. I got 20 boats in a tournament. They're calling 62. Here we go. We're going up with 14. 2 really good guys right here. One from Lake Conroe, Texas, and one from Tampa, Florida. That's a pretty good team. High Torque Tools team, Mr. Jacob Meyer and Jay Andrew. Come on up, young man. Let's see what you got. You got something for that 896? What's up? What's up, buddy?
We're going to find out.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. These are 2 of our favorite anglers. They fish all over the place. They've already submitted their $50 host bonus fee in the back to help with a pound or 2. I mean, I'm thinking they're going to submit it any time now. Here we go. Let's get 2 fish live. They need 896, 734. Just a little bit short. Let's get them out and get a picture of them. Then we're going to talk a little bit. Yeah, I see you trying to throw me the bow right there.
Boat today with them too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Now, do both of y'all get up in that little bitty crow's nest that we got?
Swap out. We take turns.
Because if both of y'all got there, I want to see that.
We get up there and snuggle.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I'm not going to tell you what one fan's already said today. Said, man, I can't believe y'all got girls fishing your tournament. I'm like, give me a break. Come on. Y'all put your hands together for them. There we go. Yeah, don't cover that cute little face. Make sure you drop them down low. And Jacob, that does not mean what you're used to. Be careful, because if I tell them what the real wind speed is, they're going to be like, y'all didn't call all the teams in. It's blowing like 40. I don't care what they say. They said like on Okeechobee, I'm from Florida. They said on Okeechobee, if they say blowing 15 to 20, you add them together. It's going to blow 35. Okay? Tell me about the conditions out there.
Well, it was really, really windy, but on my boat, I got 2 power pole 8-foot blades, and, man, they make it so easy to fish in the wind.
Really hold you.
Yeah, big thanks to Power Pole for helping out our team, equipping our boats. They're unbelievable. It makes fishing a lot easier in the wind.
We've been over in some prime waters, and you've had a tough go of it. So we got 2 of them on there in these conditions. That's the first goal. Was there ever a bigger fish on, Jay? You wish you could have got to the stage?
We found some really nice fish, but we couldn't get them to bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found some podium fish for sure.
By watching at home.
Well, just like to thank Dad, Mom, girlfriend for not leaving me yet, for fishing so much. Now I finally can say thank you to Power Pole.
Well, Jay.
Yeah, High Torque of Texas, Elite Marine, Elite Boat Storage. Oh gosh, quite a few people. Top tier tackle. They supply me with some good help and make my custom rods for me as well. And God, it's been a good year so far with bringing on people on board. So.
Yeah, that's really good stuff. High Torque, of course, they're a great company. We appreciate them. That's also a tour sponsor along with Elite Boat Storage and Elite Marine. And you know what? Just stay tuned. If you like fishing for those little green fish in fresh water, Lake Conroe, we may have an announcement for you coming pretty soon. Jay, thank you so much. Such a great time. Thanks. Jacob, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Put your hands together for them one more time. And now we're going boat 44. No. I saw 2 4s, man. Let me call them how I want to. Okay, we'll go boat 8 then and keep it honest. Good Lord. Here we go. Boat number 8. Let's get them pulled up. You had a stubby. Okay, your thumb ain't but a 1/4 inch long. I couldn't see that. Y'all hold on. Let me back up one team. Here we go. Coming up, boat number 9, Chris Peterson and Daniel Dow. Come on up here now. Dowd with a D. Well, the D didn't quite make it on the computer screen. We're gonna fire that guy. Whoever did that, he's done. I'm just telling you right now. So now we all know who made the mistake on the computer. We'll get it fixed for tonight. Do you have 2 or just 1 today?
Just 1 fish.
Boy, but you got a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, for conditions.
It was hard out there.
All right, here we go. They've got 1 fish, 1 alive. And look at this. 5.10, 5.10. Y'all put your hands together for them. Get them up. Great job. Now we can put it in the box. Come here and talk to me real quick. Come here. I know you. I can just tell by looking at you, you love to talk. You love to talk, don't you?
I had a rough day out there today.
Well, people want to know about a rough day because, listen, you pros get out there. Listen, I know, but you pros get out there, you always catch fish. And a guy sitting at home going, how come they always catch fish? They never struggle. Tell them about the struggle that's watching.
Oh, the struggle was we had a bunch of overs and a bunch of unders, and then got on a school of fish and spooked them and had some porpoises come in after them. Then it was rough after that.
So when those porpoise come in and bust a big school of reds, are they out there measuring them and everything, too, to make sure they're legal and they're not over for the porpoise?
I hope so.
Yeah, it's not fair, dude.
Person.
2 per porpoise. I just know they ruined your fishing on porpoise. I can't help it. It's a gift, okay? Let's talk about your day.
Yeah, we had a real good morning. It honestly wasn't a bad day of fishing for us. It was just the stars didn't align. You know, we thought we were going to have our bag real early. We had good bites. The fish just over. And then we got into another area, and the fish were under. And we finally found a good school of fish and bumped them a little bit. And they settled back in. We drifted into them, and we had a school of porpoise come in and blow them up. So
Find some of those 26 3/4 in there. I know they're in there. I mean, you got 1. That's a good solid fish. If you had another 6 to go with it on a tough day like today, you can put a saddle on it, ride that thing all the way to the pay window. And I know you guys know how to make adjustments and find them. You got anybody you want to thank or maybe say hi to watching?
Oh, just my mom and my dad and my kid and my fiance.
Okay, that's fantastic. How about you? I know Gills.
just want to thank my wifey for letting me come out here and do this. She supports me, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it too, brother. Thank you guys so much. Great interview. We appreciate you. Put your hands together one more time. Good job. All right. Coming up next, all the way from Alabama. This is Team Blazer Bay. Put your hands together for Barney White and Dwayne Mills. Come on up. Coming off their big win. Son, did y'all buy two? Did y'all catch two? Okay. Come on. 2 fish, 2 alive. Barney said, we caught these, and we took good care and brought them all the way from Alabama.
Came back from Louisiana. No.
Okay. Here we go. 2 fish. They need $8.96 to take the lead. Here we go. We're going to get them checked in at 10:48. 10:48, first double digits. Get them out. And let's weigh the big one. I was trying to get it in the release tank before he got to count.
We don't want to do that.
You got 10 pounds total, Dwayne. I'm just letting you know that big fish, it ain't what you're used to on big fish, is it? Here we go, folks. They are in the big fish. This is the Brecknell Big Red Challenge. You ready for this? One fish could pay thousands of dollars back. And their biggest one so far, $667. Your big red leader. Put your hands together one more time. That is Barney White and Dwayne Mills, Team Blazer Bay. This is the fun part. This is when you find out who caught the big one. This is when you find out who caught the big one. Oh, Dwayne, why are you doing him like that?
Hey, I just told him. I was like, you can't. I'll hold the small one if you want me to. He's like, no, take it.
Yeah, I heard what else he said too, and you ain't sharing it with the folks. He said you're a lot bigger. The small one will look smaller. So there we go. Hold them up. Y'all put your hands together. Thank you, fellas. Keep them up. Hold them up high. Look to your right. Show it off to these folks over here to the right just a little bit. I saw your updates on Facebook and everything. You guys weren't really struggling like what other guys are struggling. I mean, I know you felt that way, but when you get in here and see guys having a hard time putting fish in the boat, you got to feel better about your game plan.
Our game plan was pretty much cast about 10,001 times, wow. And I think we've casted 10,020 times a day. Wow. We basically kept the bait in the water as much as we could and just kept trying to put it in front of as many fish as we possibly could. And covered water all day long, stayed on trolling motor, and just it got done.
So the key was putting the bait in front of them all day long and covering a lot of water. Now, this is only day one of a 2-day tournament, so we don't want you to give away any information. Just tell us what that bait was and where was that water you was covering?
We used, it's called a butt kicker, fish bites butt kicker, just a little paddle tail.
And you were fishing open water jetties or something you found?
I wish.
Dude, I'm telling you what, that's great, though. Double digits on a day like today. And I know you guys are used to catching great big old giant fish and everything over in Louisiana and where you fish at. But to come over here and put a limit on the board day one, that's got to feel good.
Smells like Team of the Year points to me.
That's what I'm talking about, too. But and what happens to the Team of the Year?
We going on a little trip.
Yamaha Bassmaster Redfish Cup Championship, Team of the Year this year, plus our top two in the solo tour, which you're still in that one, too. So it may be a done deal, but we still got a little bit of Texas water to handle. You gonna be able to show up for that?
Oh, definitely. We're going wherever you want to go.
Oh, my goodness. Folks, watch for the Elite Mexican Tour coming up next month. We're going to...
As long as it's sunny and they got margaritas, we'll go. Yeah, I definitely want to thank everybody at home, Mom, Dad, Andrea. I know they'll think they're watching. Blazer Bay, we couldn't be here without them. Mercury Marine, Outboards. We're going to stand on that thing all weekend if we can. Of course, Power Pole is really what saved the day today. Up and down, up and down, and up and down, and staying on that trolling motor and Optima batteries. But it's so different to come somewhere else new. Now, I came here like 6 or 7 years ago and fished a few days, but this is the first time in a while I stretched my legs, and it feels good to be on the board.
Yeah, on the board with double digits in these conditions. So you're out there, you got that Blazer Bay going across them big rollers and all that, so we know that part's taken care of. And then you get there and you got to put them power poles down. So in this kind of wind, it really, really is a must-have tool, isn't it?
Definitely. If we wouldn't have had the power poles, we'd have probably been blowed up in all the grass and up on all the oyster shells. Matter of fact, we may have to visit the fiberglass place after we finish this tournament. We heard lots of scraping down there.
Oh, wow, that's unreal. Well, let's thank your sponsors. Say hello to anybody watching.
I'd like to say hello to my wife and Nick and Lauren and Amanda. Thanks for letting me come out here.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. In the lead, Team Blazer Bay right there, Barney White and Dwayne Mills. Thank you guys so much. One fish, one alive. Still no dead fish this season. You guys are doing a great job. I know it's not the big fish you want, but thank you for bringing your fish to the stage. 3.46 pounds. Now, do you want to get a picture of it? You want to come back with something big tomorrow?
Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow is going to be all in on the big fish pot. We're just going for big fish tomorrow. That's it. We be happy to get 2, but we're shooting for one about 8 pounds.
Yeah, you want to get that big one. Here we go, Tammy. We'll go ahead and get that one back to the tank. And when you're out there, like today, any big fish on that came off, you just didn't quite get them in, the partner knocks it off with a net? I mean, come on, let's tell the story.
Yeah, I wish I could blame it on him. No, we had a couple fish commit, but we just didn't get good hooks in them, and it was just a long day. I mean, we caught a few fish. They were just short.
Did you see a lot? I mean, are you in an area, or is it like few and far between?
They were kind of scattered everywhere, but with the overcast, it was hard to sight fish. I mean, we did see a few. We seen a couple of nice ones in the grass, but it was hard to get hooks in them. I mean, they were kind of skittish.
Yeah. And when that happens out here, don't tell no secrets, and I know you guys struggle today, but what is a bait that you usually go to that it's like, hey, these guys are stubborn, they got lockjaw, but they're going to bite this?
If I'm covering water, I usually use like Slayer paddle tails or some kind of a big swim bait. But if I got to get like finesse, it's usually a jerk bait or something. But that's pretty much it. These are our home waters. I mean, we just struggled today.
Yeah, and that just goes to show you, too, it's not always the locals that get to win everything and do great. You still got to battle those fish, too.
Yeah, you can sometimes know too much. I mean, you're in a spot and you're worried about, should we be here, should we be there? Sometimes you just got to fish the stuff in front of you.
Let me tell you what a Major League Pro and a good friend of ours told me one time. I used to live on Lake Harris. And I said, how do you guys come down here? You're from Alabama. You come down here and you just hammer these fish. He goes, Pat, you guys got localitis. He goes, you go to the same milk runs. You do the same thing. We come with a map and we check every bit of grass. And sometimes that can't happen because you're going to go back to where you've had success.
Hey, I agree, you know.
You have anybody watching you want to say hi to or thank?
Not really, just hey to all the fans out there. Thanks for checking out Facebook. Rough day today. We're going to try to go all in and try a little something different tomorrow. And maybe we'll have some pictures out there and show something maybe tomorrow.
All right, and the good news is, I mean, 6-pounder in Jacksonville ain't, I mean, it's good today. Don't get me wrong on Barney and Dwayne. It's good today, but it ain't nothing on big fish. I mean, you're still in it for thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's right. So, some friends of ours, they had one over 8 pounds last tournament. So they're out there. You just got to go to the right places.
And you got to have the conditions lay down just enough to let you have half of a chance of getting out there. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys so much. We know we'll see you in the morning. And tomorrow, Big Fish Saturday, right here on the Elite Redfish Tournament stage. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. There we go. Thank you so much, John. We got them on the board and they're ready to go. Coming up next, this is one of the best looking teams on the tour. And 50% of this team is one of the best looking teams on the tour. So I'm just, what's our boat number? Boat number 12. Here we go. All right, y'all come on up here. This is Frank Risk and Roberta Cooper, Yamaha Outboards. I think I saw one, or did you get two? Just one. Okay, Frank, come around here. Let's put it on the board. And he says that I'm happy to have that one. Trust me. All right, man, I appreciate people that bring in what they catch. Oh, wow. And you're in the biggie too, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, well, I mean, you're on something. One fish, one alive, 5.15. 5.15. Pick it up. Let Roberta hold it since she caught it. We all know who the angler on this team is. 515. Put your hands together. That's a great job. A good-looking fish. Now, don't get all huggy and everything. Why is it none of the other guys hug their partners and everything? I don't get it. Right? All right, brother. I mean, it's a broken record, but it's tough. I mean, it's blowing 30, 40 miles an hour in some places, especially coming down this cut where you guys were fishing, where you're able to find some protected water, at least have a chance at some good fish.
No.
Wow.
We pre-fished all week. We had fish in 3 different areas, and they were gone. So we scrambled today and caught that 5-pounder, and that was about it for us.
Wow, so nothing else really on or nothing else good on anyway?
Couple shorts, 17-inchers, and just let them live and kept plugging away, but it was a grind for us today.
Do you think sometimes when it's these kind of conditions and the water course is getting stirred up, and it's been getting stirred up, do you go to a different color or something kind of like your shirt? Do you go to something you think that's going to reflect better, or do you just stay, they're looking at shadows anyway? What is it about redfish on days when it's cloudy and murky that you have found out really works for you?
Anything shiny. Yeah. Shiny or just bright.
So again, if we're going to a lure, it might be a gold spoon or something, or if it's a plastic bait, we might go to a chartreuse or something like that. Kind of like their brother-in-laws, the bass.
That's correct. Yeah, we actually use chartreuse a lot, so works for us sometimes it doesn't.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, I know you got a lot of great sponsors, and you got fans and friends watching.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Tony Gaskin. He had to withdraw, and he's a good buddy of mine, and we're thinking about him. He'll be back better than ever. But just our daughter for taking such good care of our dog while we're gone. That's very important to us. But Yamaha, Blazer Boats, Power Pole, Yozuri, Exude, just a lot of great companies, and hopefully we can plug them tomorrow with some bigger fish.
Yeah, and just a word out to the daughter. They love you, too. It's not just the fact that you take care of the dog. Roberta, let's hear from you. People to thank? Anybody you want to say hi to?
We already did.
Okay, so nobody's watching for just her. I would think she'd have the fan base going right there.
She does, yeah. Thanks a bunch, Pat. We'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, brother. Thank you so much, Frank, Roberta. Thank you. Sorry to put you on the spot. Wanted to have a little bit of fun with you. Okay, now see, this is where it gets me in trouble. He went like this, y'all. Now, what would you call? Yeah, you call 7. All of a sudden, he draws that sucker back in like this here at the last minute. Yeah, see, everybody thinks I'm that dumb. No, I mean, they're not wrong. I am. But anyway, here we go. Boat number 6, Steve Ivey and Forrest Heater.
Let's get this over with.
Let's get it. Oh, it's that bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
1?
Yes. No, we got 1.
Okay, because if you hold the bag like this and you got 2 in there, that's really bad. So you did good. You got 1 fish. Here we go. And it's tough out there. They call it fishing, not catching. But you got 1 on the board, and is it alive?
It is.
So still not a dead fish. So I'm going to make you the same offer I made the last team. Did y'all see some good fish? Are you on some fish if they'll bite?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to hold off till tomorrow and bring in 2 big ones, and we'll just put that to the tank?
I want to take a picture and be seen with that fish.
Folks, the scale's messed up. That's a 1337. They didn't show the 1. Here we go. Hand this to our assistant over there.
37, you're my new best friend.
Grams. No. You got anybody watching you want to say hi to or pick at or anything?
Hello, Ashley.
Okay, Ashley, that's good. Here we go. Fantastic. 337. We're going to come back tomorrow, and we're going to bring in some big fish. You got anybody you want to say hi to, maybe watching, or thank a sponsor?
Want to thank our families, our wives, our kids, our children, and for allowing us to do this. This is 2 guys that love to fish and love to fish together, so appreciate it.
Well, and we appreciate them so much and feel big responsibility to make sure you guys get back safe after you go out in the morning. And so great job piloting your rig today. That's some tough conditions. And sometimes we take it for granted that we just go out and make it back, And we're glad you're going home to your family tonight or after the tournament's over. Thank you so much for coming out and doing things the right way. We appreciate y'all so much. Okay, buddy. All right. Okay, now he's done changed up. I done teased him about his numbers over here. John comes over all the way from Tennessee. John Toady to me comes over to measure our fish and been with us for about 12 years, 13 years, something like that. His lovely wife takes care of the fish, the timing and all of that. And he just came over to get the bag and he goes, 11. He wasn't taking a chance on his fingers and me making fun with him. So, all right, here's what we got currently. We've got Barney White and Dwayne Mills in the lead with 1048, and they've also got the Big Red, the Brecknell Big Red Challenge, 6.67 pounds. So we have another team coming up, Hydra Step Boats. This is Brian Clark and Chris Tuning, and they're going to see if they can at least stay close enough where they can strike tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be Big Fish Saturday. You got 1 in there?
2.
All right, we got 2. There we go. Get back to a full limit. 2 fish, 2 alive. Read your scale and get you locked in at 1063. It says 0 behind the leaders. You got 10, so you're taking the lead. Y'all put your hands together. Good Lord. They walked up. Folks, I got to tell you this. I got to show you what happened. God, that is a good little limit. They walked up here like this. Well, we'll put them on the board. We'll put them on the board. And then they take the limit. Listen, let's get over there, put them in that red tub and get them out. Let's get a good picture. 1063, your new leaders. And we're going to get a picture and show them to you real quick here. Hydra Step Boats, Brian Clark, Chris Tuning, taking the lead. Right to the white tape. Thank you guys so much. Hold them up. Let's get a good shot of them. And if we could, drop them down just a little bit so they don't cover your face. There we go. Perfect. That's awesome. I hope you're enjoying watching this at home. Now they're back to the red tub once again. She'll take care of them, get them in a live fish tank. That's the Berkley Fishing live redfish experience. Come grab a towel and talk to us, son. Taking the lead, but you, like I said, you come across the stage. Come on over here. I don't bite. And I put deodorant. Yeah, I think I'm good. But it sounds like you might have left some meat on the bone out there today. Did y'all have one get off or anything, or what happened?
We had a lot get off today. We struggled. Just some hooks pulled, broke off a couple. Not our normal day. So.
Were they short striking? I know you're not looking for excuses, but did you ever have them like really hooked up, then they came off, or it's kind of like, I never really had this one?
A little bit of both.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, when that happens, I know, especially you guys fish this area all the time. You know how tough the conditions are, and you know you weren't going to come here and see 16 pounds. I mean, you know that. You're like, man, we just got to get 10, 12 pounds, and when a good fish comes off, it's kind of deflating, isn't it? Because you don't need but 1 or 2 5-pounders, and you're going to be in the money.
Yeah, it was quite frustrating considering we definitely had a couple that would have been good, and it's what it is. It's fishing.
Yeah. Do you have any sponsors you want to thank? I know we talked about Hydra Step.
Thanks Steve Step and Hydra Step Boats.
Anybody say hi to at home?
My wife's definitely not watching, so.
I mean, she's not sitting on the edge of her seat, seeing how you guys did. How about you, Brian?
Yeah, I think the same. I think the same. I don't have anybody to say hi to at this point. So
we'll just go again with Hydra Step?
that's right. Yeah, thanks. Thank Hydra.
Well, way to take the lead. We know we'll see you in the morning. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys right off that side. Thank you so much. Fantastic. The new leaders. This is awesome. What a great day one right here at the Berkley Jacksonville Jump, presented by Visit Jacksonville. Next up, KG Construction, Matt Davis and Nathan Morgan. Come on up here. That's a pretty heavy looking little bag right there, buddy. And they've been in since about, what, 8:15? Throw everybody off. They won't know we're lying.
9:15.
I had it off by an hour. I'm sorry. Okay, put them in there. Let's see what we got. Got 2 fish. Boy, he's cradling them. Not what they wanted. They need 1063 to take the lead. They're going to have that because they've got 1455. There's your new leaders. Good gracious. Are y'all in the big red side?
No, we're not.
Good pictures for you. Fantastic. We're ready for them to go to the tank now. All right, boy, I tell you what, great way to take the lead. Come here and talk to me. Came in a little bit early, got to wash the boat. He said that way when I get back to the room, we can just pretty much go to bed. Talk about those fish. Now, everybody is struggling. But again, that's not a monster limit. It's just really good today with the conditions. Could it have been even better?
No, we actually struggled as well. We had our fish by 9 o'clock, but after that we fished real hard, and we just couldn't. We had a couple more 3 or 4 pounders, flounder, trout, bycatch, stuff like that. But other than that, we had our fish by 9 o'clock in the morning. So
now Jacksonville's known for having this big tide, 6 foot, 7 foot, whatever it is, this big tide. And what I heard was when the tide ain't right, and of course, dumb MCs and marketers, we don't always check all that stuff. We just got to try to fit a tournament in when there ain't another tournament. But what we hear is when that tide starts coming out and then fish kind of move out to the edges and get in the grass, that's about 2 hours of just balls to the wall. That's your best shot. Is that kind of true? Is that why you kind of didn't have anything after 9:30?
yeah, I mean the fish get congregated around the low tide. Obviously, when they spread out when the tide's coming in, and they just do their own thing. And then when the tide comes back out, they know where to be. So you just got to know where to position yourself, pretty much.
That's where that local knowledge really comes in. But again, it doesn't guarantee anything. It just, you kind of got some spots you can go hit. You want to say hi to anybody or thank some sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank K&G Construction, Oak Wells Aquatics, ACS Utilities, Onyx Site Services, and of course my wife.
Southside Painting.
All right, well,
Southside Paint too, plus Southside Paint. Sorry.
Tell him he could have said it.
I just want to thank my wife Tiffany and my son just for letting me get out here today and tomorrow, and that's it.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to have fish like that when you go out there in one of them big 25-foot boats like y'all got with a 500 horsepower engine on it. Good Lord, these guys who came by this morning, I'm like, please be careful. But you know what? When you know how to captain, you know the waters, that's a great boat to fish out of because you can get so skinny.
Absolutely. I guarantee it's probably the smallest boat in the field, but it does its job. So.
No, that's right, buddy. Thank you so much. Congratulations on taking the lead. Fantastic, Nathan. Thank you. We appreciate both of you so much. Boat number 4 is coming up, and this is easy to know who this is. This is Team Yamaha, y'all. This is Chris Cincy and Josh McClendon. Come on up here, Chris. Got 2 fish. Rolling it down there. You don't like to be able to roll them down too hard. You want that first turn to hit one fish's head and the second turn to hit another one. But here's what we got to do. It's a 2-day tournament. We want to make sure we get a good day one and not have anything go over. 2 fish, 2 alive, 1065. You're sitting right there, son. 1065 on your 2 fish. That's a good day. Have we asked everybody else? Could it have been even better?
Much better.
What happened?
Fish wouldn't eat. That's a typical thing, though. We went to a lot of places. Fish wouldn't eat. We caught the first one probably 15 minutes into fishing. Second one maybe 2 hours later in another spot, and we just couldn't. We bounced around, just couldn't get the fish to eat.
Anything at all break off, come off, anything? I mean, you just would not. Again, he probably just told me, and I wasn't listening good enough to him. I wanted to talk to you. 2 bites, 2 fish?
That's it. 2 bites, 2 fish all day.
So, batting 1,000, you're ready to get on a minor league team or something. Good Lord, that's a great average.
Yes, sir. I feel like we're blessed and lucky, but I feel like we can do much better tomorrow for sure.
Talk about what your game plan will be tomorrow. Is it in an area where evidently there wasn't a whole lot of fish at least biting, but did you get to see a lot? And you're like, man, if something changes and they turn on, are you going to go to a whole new area?
We were on fish all day, from 5 minutes from here to 20 miles from here. And we're going to do the exact same run we did yesterday.
Fantastic. Hold them any way you want to. If that's the single shot you want, we're done with it. And the folks have already peered at them on Facebook. Put them back in the tub and come here and let's talk real quick. Got you a towel right there, son. Chris, come here and talk to me about that. I know out here sometimes we take it for granted, but the big thing is get out, fish, and get back. Talk about that Yamaha. I know you've got one of the brand new ones on there, and I wanted one. I said, that's the one I want. You got more pull than me, son. I don't guess that surprises you.
Oh, I don't have any pull. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Yamaha, but they like me. But for sure, that motor is insane. I got 120 hours on it now. I've had it since October. I love it. Wow. Louisiana here, all over the place. Steinhatchee, Tampa, it performs. Insane, whole shot, mid-range, top end. It's just an unbelievable motor. I love it.
And it's super clean. And that's the big thing with Yamaha, conservation. Man, we don't even want you to know we were there when you get done running our engine across a body of water.
I recommend anybody that is waiting on this motor to keep waiting because they will be in love when they get it.
Yeah, don't get impatient on it. You got anybody you want to say hi to, maybe watching at home?
Just my parents and my wife.
All right, Chris, I know you got a list.
I want to thank you, Yamaha, Shimano, G. Loomis, Shimano North America, Power Pole, of course. I've been with Power Pole for 17 years. That's awesome. And rely on batteries. Without my rely-ons, I wouldn't be able to do all the trolling I did today. I mean, the wind was just horrendous. I swear, every tournament this year, the wind has been 20 plus. It's 20 plus, gusting to 25 now. It's going to be probably a little worse tomorrow, maybe the same, but I'm ready to fish, man. Oh, and Slayer Inc. Lure Company. I use those lures exclusively, plastics.
Okay, well, they got a big deal with you?
Yeah.
A big contract?
Yeah, they take care of me. So,
I know they do, buddy. Okay, Chris, thank you so much. Great, buddy. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Put your hands together. Good double digit limit. There we go. And is that it, Mr. John? That's it for the day. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get these things calculated right here, and we will show you how it stands. Let me come on down. Going in tomorrow, this will also be your launch order. Now, your boat number will stay the same. Whenever we ask for your boat number at the stage tomorrow, the boat number stays the same. We just call the order a little bit different. So going out first is going to be boat number 13, Matt Davis and Nathan Morgan, and then Chris Cincy and Josh. That was good enough for second. And then we've got Chris Tuning and Brian Clark in third. Fourth is Dwayne Mills and Barney White. And in fifth is R.J. McDermott and Jeff Markham. Let me tell you the weights. Of course, you got the show-offs, Matt Davis and Nathan. They got 14-something. But let's forget about them. Oh, y'all didn't know that, too, about our format. We throw out the highest weight and the lowest weight, and then we fight with everybody in the middle. So, RJ, great showing, but it's probably not going to do you much good. No, that'll be all over the internet now. You believe they kick out the highest weight? I saw it. It has to be real. Here we go. So get away from that 14. Here's what we got. 1065 in second, 1063 in third, 1048 in fourth. It is going to be a mad dash to the finish tomorrow right here at Jim King Park in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, and it is so great to be here. We're going to try to dial back that wind a little bit for them, but I thought everybody did an excellent job today getting the rigs out, getting some fish, man. This tough conditions. You couldn't come down here and stand on the dock and catch fish today. You have to know what you're doing, and these guys did a great job at it, and we appreciate them for not only catching them, but for keeping them alive. And thanks to the fine folks at the CCA, we're going to take the fish out of the Berkley Live Redfish Experience tank where they are doing great, and then we're going to tag them, and we're going to put them in the CCA tanks. It's been fun to be out here today with this weigh-in. It's the Frog Togs Elite Redfish Tournament Series presented by Tidewater Boats, Yamaha Outboards, and McLean Trailers. My name is Pat Malone. It's been tremendous being with you, and we hope we see you again tomorrow when we do it all again on the Elite Redfish Tournament Series stage. Thank you.